Nature is going to tell us absolutely everything we need to know if we just freaking open our eyes and listen. Okay, so I was on a walk with my husband and I look over and there's this hawk. And this hawk is just getting attacked by all these little birds. You know, those little birds that like just freaking go after hawks? They're like these nuisance, these peasants. Like, I don't know what they are. They're always attacking these hawks, these big hawks and their little birds. But this hawk was not flying off. This hawk was just sitting on this pole and it was so it was getting like attacked from these birds. Like they were pecking at it and it was just unwavering, just staring. And I was like, holy crap, that's what we're all trying to seek. We're not trying to get rid of the annoyance around us. We're not trying to lose our environment necessarily. We are trying to be calm and non reactive to it. And that's exactly what this hawk did. It was non reactive to its environment. We can't do that. All of a sudden, this freaking annoying bird comes and pecks us. Now, that annoying bird is going to be a certain person in your life, right? That one person that just pecks you and pecks you and pecks you and pecks you, or the one situation or the one thing that's your trigger. And it is just coming at you all the time. And instead of you being non reactive to it, you are giving into it. You're either flying off and going in a different direction and you're pretending it didn't happen. And then you're just getting frustrated and you're talking about it and you're complaining about it. Like, I know we've all been there. I've been there. I still have some situations about I still feel like I'm just complaining about. So we're running off or we're sitting there and we're not allowing it to affect us. What's it going to be? What do you want with your life? Do you want to be non reactive or do you want to turn around and tell that freaking bird, blah, 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 whatever it is? Like, okay, we'll take it from the analogy and we'll take it to your life. So, this is what we do. We are constantly reacting to people and situations around us. And we're always making everyone else the problem. And so then we turn and we make them the problem and then we complain to them or we complain about them. And we are so reactive. We are emotionally reactive in our inner state. It is disruptive to who we are. And it's not in alignment. Like, we don't like it. It's not our preference. Like, we don't want to be thinking about it. We don't want to be talking about it. We don't want to be doing any of these things. Yet we're not emotionally stable enough to just let them pick us, to just let them be, to just let it happen. We have to react in one way. And your reaction can be different. Everyone has different reactions. So sometimes that's an outburst, sometimes it's an inward. So everyone's different. Doesn't matter what you're doing, you're still reacting. If inside you feel something, if inside there's an emotional stir that comes up for you, that's what we're trying to get around. So that's when you have to ask yourself, why am I doing this? Why am I actually wasting my time on this person, on this situation? Why am I giving it so much time, effort, and energy? Why can I not just sit here and be unbothered, unshaken by whatever's happening? So then I can operate in a way that is in alignment. So I can operate in a way that is of my preference. So I can do the things that I actually want to do and enjoy my life without this freaking pecking bird constantly on me and irritating me and making me uncomfortable and making me overwhelmed and making me blame everyone else and making me literally have a piece of suffering inside of me. Why can't I do that? Why can't I just sit unbothered? So it's a great question. It's a loaded question. I'm not here to leave you with just open-ended questions. I want you to actually answer it. I want you to actually understand what the answer is for you. Because we are unbothered. We do these things only when we understand what we were gaining from not doing them. So what do I mean by that? Now I'm going to use the word payoff. You have a payoff by being reactive. You get to be the victim to somebody else's behavior. You get to keep yourself safe by not speaking up for yourself, whatever it is. There's a payoff by you not taking any action. There's a payoff by you staying in the space that you're in. So understand that. As always, I'll refer you to my free TRM guide that walks you through what a payoff is. Absolutely vital on this journey to understand why you are or are not doing the things. That's why you're stuck. That's why you keep repeating the same patterns, right? So understand that payoff. Why are you reactive to the world, or to the situation, or to the person? What is that for you? Okay. Now, your choice point. Man, that hawk had a choice. It could have got up and flown away. It could have started fighting with those little bitty birds. I don't even know. Like, I don't know what hawks think, or if they even think. I don't know. I'm just saying. It's an analogy for the humans. It's an analogy for what happens up here. What is it for you? What's the choice you need to be making that you're not? Why do you choose the default? And how can you do something differently? How can you be more emotionally stable? Not what we all want, to be a little bit more emotionally stable, to stop doing the same things, to stop reacting, to stop leaving, to stop doing these things that are just not in alignment with what we want and who we want to be. So today we're being like the hawk, right? We're holding our ground, and holding your ground is different. Now, and this is important to break down because we think holding our ground means, we're there and we're non reactive and we don't say anything. And sometimes that's the case. Sometimes not saying anything is non-reaction, but it has to be a choice. Because a lot of times, if you think about you not saying something, you're not actually choosing that. You're doing it because you're scared of the conflict. You're doing it because you're scared of the outcome, or you're reacting because you're actually hurt. Again, we have to look at our inner state for why we do things. So if you're emotionally charged, if you're making the story about them or how they're so annoying or how they're always like this, you're blaming them, then any type of response is going to come from a space of reaction. It's going to be emotionally charged, and it's not going to be pure. It's not going to be neutral. So we have to understand why we get triggered by these things in the first place. And when you can understand that and you can diffuse that, then you can actually engage in conversation with somebody else when you speak up without it being emotionally charged. It can actually be neutral. It can actually just be from observation. It can actually just be from preference, not of a defending of self. It's that little nuance that changes absolutely everything. But we overlook it. We don't get to that point. We don't allow that space to really fill us up because we're always reacting. So that's what I encourage you to do. Really understand why you're reacting and what it's coming from. What are you trying to protect? What are you proving? What do you gain from staying in that reactive state? So let me know. What's your hawk? Well, how are you going to be a hawk this week? What lands? What resonates? What questions do you have about this? As always, I love to answer your questions. So drop those below. I'll do a video over it, answer your questions. So great to hear from you. Can't wait to see you next week.